Joining us now is the moderator of last night's debate, Iowa Congressman Steve King. Good to have you on this morning because we just can't get enough of what happened last night. A lot of people want you to draw a clear distinction between the guys you're running against, guys or gals. Did this accomplish what you set out to last night?
Well, I'm sitting here, Dave, I'm smiling because I enjoyed it. The crowd enjoyed it. It got deeply into the entitlement discussion from the policy standpoint. And look, matching up the two candidates that were there, I think we learned first there's a personal magnetism between the two of them. What it sorted out was they both have a lot of depth. They have a lot of the similar approaches. But I characterized it kind of like Muhammad Ali versus Joe Frazier. Newt Gingrich has all of that deep experience with the nuances of the details, and he's written a lot of material on it. And Herman Cain comes from the business side, and he lays it down to fundamental principles. And they did that in a congenial way, and without, as you heard, playing gotcha. So I thought it was very informative to the group that was there last night, and it ended on a happy, positive note. I think everybody was substantially better informed. And I would make this observation also that there was more discussion and dialogue about the third rail issues of Medicare, Medicaid, and Social Security than we've heard from the President of the United States in the last 3 years. And it's time we had these discussions because we will fall off the cliff if we don't address those third rail issues.
Yeah, now, but instead of a debate, it kind of seemed like we might be seeing the forming of a ticket. Did it strike you that these guys might sort of join forces?
Well, you know, if that turns out to be the case, I can tell you they would work together very well, and it was easy to see last night. There was not one, even an innuendo of a criticism of the other. I think that Newt Gingrich passed up a very, I think, an opportunity to leave Herman out there kind of hanging on a question that Herman passed it back over to the Speaker. And so I think that worked together very well. And the last question, when Herman Cain asked the Speaker what would be the first thing you would do as Vice President, that brought the House down.
Yeah, the polls right now would indicate a Cain-Gingrich ticket unless Newt can really rise. I have to ask you, Congressman, about the irony happening in your state, not in Texas, where the debate was, but in Iowa, we always hear that the candidates have to be there, have to retail politic, have to meet with people face to face. Herman Cain and Mitt Romney, the two front runners in the polls and in your state, are ignoring Iowa. They've been there, I believe, once since mid-August. Is that okay with you and of the people of Iowa, or do they have to spend more time there?
Well, they have a lot of responsibilities, and there's some 18 debates left in the year, something like that, that are laid out for these candidates. But I do think they have to spend time on the ground, and they have to do the retail, one-on-one, handshaking type of campaigning. Because if they don't, the other candidates that are on the ground, that are doing that type of retail, are building a network of supporters that will bring others to the caucus that night. I mean, just think of a night when it might be 20 degrees below zero, January 3rd, and it takes dedication and loyalty. And I've seen this happen over and over again. When people meet a candidate and they like that candidate, that loyalty is built in. And that's true for the people that are working hard in Iowa now, and that's Michelle Bachmann and Rick Santorum and others. But I've seen it happen for Herman in the stops that he's made. He's made loyal supporters just for a single stop. And I think that's also the case with Speaker Gingrich.
I mean, but given that then the front runners aren't investing that kind of time, what do you think is going to happen on January 3rd?
We have a ways to go, a couple of months to go, and I expect you will see Herman Cain come into Iowa and spend a lot more time on the ground in Iowa and build that kind of an organization. And it's clear that doesn't exist to a significant extent today. And Speaker Gingrich understands this too, and he's coming up in the polls. I think they will invest more time in Iowa. That'd be my prediction, and that'd be my encouragement if I were advising their campaigns. And truthfully, I like all these candidates. It would be I'd like to see every one of them involved in the government, in the administration after the election somehow. It's hard for me to choose between them all. I just have great respect for them all.
Well, thank you for joining us, Congressman. A lot of people are telling us the American people were the winners in last night's debate, so congratulations on accomplishing that. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Dave, if I could just say, thanks both of you, about if we can see this pattern replicate itself across the country in this Lincoln-Douglas style debate, it really does. It raises the image of politics. It gets us deeper into the policy of the issues, and it helps us solve problems with the campaign. Well, so it just was great, and I congratulate Texas Patriots and everybody involved.
You're singing Newt Gingrich's tune. He wants to see that as well many more times. Congressman Steve King, thanks so much.
Thank you very much.